Hi, good afternoon. Welcome to my channel, House of Spirit. This read is going to be for the sign of Cancer. My name is Madeline Parker. Welcome to my new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for liking this video if you like it. And did I say we're going to do this read for the sign of Cancer? I like to think my reads pertain to whatever planet you hold in that sign, whatever house that sign covers, your sun, your moon, but most importantly for your ascendant, because I do my notes or transits up, align them with your ascendant. And so this is going to be for March 2020, the sign of Cancer. And just to quickly mention, if you would like a personal read, my email is below. I am also holding 2 workshops in the Los Angeles area, one on this weekend and one possibly next weekend. We don't have a date yet, but do ask questions. It's going to be on how to divinate and how to be more in your feminine energies, how to be more receptive. And so, alrighty, let's take a look here for the sign of Cancer and how these energies and the transits in March are going to affect you. So we're going to take a look at those transits. So we start off with the month of March with the sun in Pisces, so that'll be in your 9th house. So that'll be very dreamy, introspective, reevaluating beliefs, possibly kind of like it'll be a time of, in the 9th house, it'll be sort of new ideas formulating, possibly new visions coming to you, possibly, okay? And then in Mercury will be at the beginning in Aries. It'll which was in your 10th house, and it'll go in, Mercury, not Venus. I get confused. Mercury, in the sign of Pisces, is in retrograde currently as I'm doing this. It will then station direct around March 10th, still in the sign of Pisces. Might be kind of it. It's going back and forth from Aquarius to Pisces. Anyway, that's in your 9th house when it's in Pisces. So again, very retrospective, introspective, self-communication in the sign of Pisces, 9th house, reevaluating beliefs, gaining clarity about what to say, how to communicate, possibly, because we have all these transits happening on March 22nd. We have the sun going into Aries, the new moon in Aries, and Saturn going into Aquarius. So it's very bold, out there energy. So this is a very sort of introspective period prior to that to gain clarity on what actions you can take forward, okay, towards, because that's Mercury in communication, small business maybe, writing, all that, okay? Venus, at the beginning of the month, is going to be in the sign of Aries, and it will transit into the sign of Taurus, which will make Venus in your 11th house. So possibly friendships in a tribe, somebody that you know in a tribe will become your a relationship, a new friendship, possibly bringing a romance developing from a friend in your tribe, possibly coming out more into the world with your romance, if you're in a romance, coming out more into social media or expressing love on social media out in the world, and around finances, bringing Venetian things to making money, you know, making it very pretty and decorative, and that you, in the way that you bring, in a way that is kind of me, because I am kind of like coming out in the world with my YouTube videos, trying to be more bold and prominent and outward in creating a pretty environment more. So maybe that's how it's playing out for you too. Then we're going to look at Mars is going to be in your 7th house in the sign of Capricorn. Foundational relationships for the long haul around work. And that is happening to me right now, actually, I will say that. So then we've got the 4th, and then we got Jupiter in your 4th house, expanding relationships that are going to help you in Capricorn, that'll help your career be more vocational, spiritually vocational type career, mission type work in your light worker. And because you have North Node in your 1st house right now, Cancer, I'm assuming most Cancers are very lining up to their mission, their true purpose, their life purpose path right now. This might be a little challenging. We've got Saturn in your 8th house coming in the sign of Aquarius. So possible debt, money issues. But again, it's career, Saturn, long haul. We'll see what the cards have to say about that. But I would say there's some fears breaking. Cancer have to break through some sort of security fears around money, possibly, or career, taking on taking more risks in career, not to be afraid, because it's death and rebirth around finances too, that is. So we'll see how that plays out in the card read. But that's a major transit happening. Then we've got, don't forget, you have Pluto in your 9th house, Cancer, so in Capricorn. So there are karmic relationships clearing out, fears around that. And then let's talk quickly about the moons. We've got the full moon coming. I'm sorry, the new moon is first. No, full moon in Virgo first on the 9th or 8th. In your 3rd house of communication, small business, bringing something to light, bringing possibly projects coming up, something to write, communication that, Virgo, that require detail or change your day-to-day life. And then in the new moon in Aries will be in your 10th house of career. So bold measures, new initiations and bold measures for career, work, breaking through fears in your Saturn. Universe is pushing you up against your fears in your career to kind of break out there more, into the world more, because of this in Aquarius. All right, so let's have a look and see how this shows up in the read for you guys. Calling in highest guides and angels for Cancer. I already did a lot. Oh no, I don't want to. I want to make sure my deck is upright. I've already done a lot of shuffling prior to this read, and I did get a couple of reverse, which I don't like to work with. So, because I like to quickly clean my deck, make sure cards are upright. Okay. All right. Let's try again. Shuffle for Cancers. Alrighty, let's try it here. Ooh, that's my secret twin flame card. And I leave it in my reads because I offered myself up to service, to spirit, that if it believed it could help me, help twins, that I would go ahead and leave my secret twin flame card in, so that if you are watching and you are going through the twin flame journey, this is probably going to guide you towards union, to help guide you towards union, and maybe through some blocks, or maybe you will be in union. We'll see how this. There's lots of unions coming at different timelines. Everybody is coming into union gradually, so the cards are always trying to do that, and a lot of water signs are very empathic twins on mission here. So especially since you did get that North Node in your first house, I would think that a lot of Cancers are coming into service into union right now, so they can be on their mission. But you can start your mission without your twin, of course. That's usually what draws your twin. All right, so let's take a look here for you guys. You Cancer water people. I am too. I'm ascendant Cancer. So we've got, coming into the month with these introspective energies, if any of you guys have dropped your frequencies around, possibly, let's see, there's, coming out of that with a little bit of a sadness here, heart, again, double sad, double sad, double sad. Let's take a look at this. Shifting to joy, that's good news. Understanding that you're safe. There's a transformation happening here for Cancer. I really understand it. Because of this 8th house placement in Saturn, in Aquarius, there's a shifting of, because we've got all those other 7th house placements, there's a breakthrough of a fear of losing relationships, or holding on to security, holding on to relationships for security and fear, because we have Capricorn over the 7th house for Cancer. So this is a shifting period that's going to very much put you into internal harmonica union energies. Whether it puts you in with your divine mate or not, that's possible too. It's a physical thing. Could be physical, could be in your 5D energy field, but you are definitely aligning here with in union energies, or with your mate for mission, for joy project. Cancer, you've really, again, I'm so happy with Cancer all the time. And I'm Cancer ascendant, and I don't even see the growth until I do these reads. But the growth for Cancer is really shifting out, and I think this happens to a lot of water signs. Shifting, yes, because you have Pluto in your, for 11th house. Okay, I take that back. I was going to say water signs have this sort of overemphasis energy on relationships a little bit because it's one of the signs of water. It's one of the tendencies is to sort of enmesh a little bit. And so what that kind of means is that we make the relationship a little too important. And that's something that's shifting here for Cancer, and seeing that that could be that 8th house placement for you, in the sense that breaking through fears of doing the career that it may be occulty, because you may be, an empathic, maybe psychic of some sort, breaking through the fears of, because you have to come out into social media to do your service, to be of service, so you have to break through your fears of losing your relationships because you're doing the career that's really your North Node career. And so you have thoughts that block and fear you because you're afraid that it's going to block relationships or your union, possibly. But the clarity here is that you've set yourself free from restrictive relationships that are restrictive, that don't let you fully be the empathic, psychic, or intuitive that you are. And this might be your career, because in some way, shape, or form, because we get this 10th house, sun going into the 10th house in Aries. So you might have to come out right now and be bold and stick your neck out and make a strong presence in social media, because we have Venus in your 11th house too. Plus we also have Uranus in your 11th house, so your finances are going to be, your career is definitely going to be through social media. It's the new way, especially if you have Uranus in your 11th house, in the sign of Taurus. You're making money through social media. And so whatever you have to do, you're going to have to break through your fears of who you really are as a light worker. Aquarius is a light worker. So we've got Saturn going into Aquarius, so you've got to come out and be the light worker that you are. It's very clear. New start. Look at that. Ace of Pentacles. So you're breaking out. So whether you're in union with your twin flame or not, it doesn't matter. That's what this read is saying. You're in your heart of hearts. Be in union with your twin. Know it. You're going to be in union with your true divine fate. Or you already know you are. And you're already aligning with it emotionally and mentally. And just turning away, understanding the lesson of processing your divine mate negatively and in stress, which turns you emotionally away from the relationship, and tries to move you on to other loves. But really what you're supposed to do is not allow this mentality to be any kind of a truth, which is remove all these fears, right? I don't even know where they went. That block was in the Two of Cups. So in other words, you've become aware, guys, Cancer, that your thought processing around starting initiations, that you fear relationships. It's like you're afraid to fully be who you are, so that because you're afraid you're going to lose your relationship, or you're afraid you won't be admired by your relationship, or because we've got this Pluto in your 7th house in Capricorn, which is all about career and relationships. So you're releasing fears of being the kind of empathic, and remember, Aquarius is a different. They're different. So you got to come out and be the different light worker that you are, your own version. And don't worry about your twin flame. It's like, who cares? In fact, the feminine twins, that's what we're learning. Most of us on this journey, on this twin flame journey, is that the twin flame doesn't really matter that much. We just make them matter too much. They're wonderful, but they're really here to support you, and they come when the time is right. And until then, we don't have to worry about it. And we got to just be on our mission, and we got to stay in heart place. We got to not have blocking fears or blocking processing about not being in alignment with our relationships. Because if we've got Pluto in our 7th house, we possibly repress our truth to hold relationships together and repress who we really are. Because we fear, our security, we have relationship security issues. So let's pull a moon out on this read, guys. Don't forget Cancer. You guys are very ruled by the moon and influenced by the moon. So this full moon in Aries is going to be, did I say full moon? New moon in Aries. Big, brand new initiations. Again, Cancers, every read I do for Cancer, I'm starting to get union, twin flame union. So you guys are all going to be in union. Time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. Being of service. So don't worry about your twin. Get out there, be of service. That's what our North Node is all about. I'm going to pull one time. So we're shifting from relationship focus to service focus. This would be the going for being balanced in our approach to service. Doing what reigniting a passion and love, and possibly in relationships too. Divine Empress. These are adventure. Oh, we didn't talk about that card. That's like fired up adventure, 9th house, Mercury 9th house, possible travel, adventures, reigniting. What was Mercury in the 9th house when it's in Pisces? So, possible thinking of planning, future, travel, adventures. Another card, believe in the impossible, Cancer. That's what the 8th house in Aquarius Saturn is going to be for you, is to help you believe in the impossible. Don't let fear of relationship hold you back, oppressive relationships hold you back from being the empathic wizard or spiritualist that you are, here to save the world, that we all are here to do. And align with your mission and your heart. Put your heart in your mission. Put your mission in your heart. And your twin and your union will happen as a byproduct of that. Thank you for watching. Namaste. I hope this was clarifying.